What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. Today we have a ton of wheel spins to go through, so we're actually going to be doing our very first wheel spin drift build here on the channel. Now, I have almost 40 wheel spins to go through, so I don't think we're going to actually do all of the wheel spins today. What we're going to do is we're going to pick our first 10, so this is number 1 right here, and out of our first 10, we're going to pick the best drift platform, and okay, it's a good start. There we go, Firebird Trans Am GTA Forza Edition. Let's go. It's a good start. So we got 9 spins remaining, guys. We're going to pick the best car out of these 10. We already have a pretty good option, and then we're going to do a drift build and see if we can get some good slides. So here we go. Spin number 2. Let's see what we can get here. Give us some cash. Okay, we got a Murcielago. I don't know about as a drift build, but that's sick. I'm super stoked to build that for a track build. That's super cool. All right, spin number 3. Here we go. 50 grand, all right. It's a mid-range spin right there. What do we got here? Another 125, okay, that's better. That's way better, we'll take it. Here we go, spin number like 6 or something, I don't know. We're gonna go until it says 27, I can't count. We get Grand Cherokee, okay, not a drift car. Probably stick with the Trans Am so far. Here we go, spin number whatever it is. RS7, ooh. I feel like the Trans Am's probably still a better drift build than the RS7. I feel like it's a better track car. So we got 2 essential Lambos here that we can build for track cars, but I do think the Trans Am's gonna be our best option for drifting so far. We still got a couple spins left. Let's see what we can get here. A Nova, that's actually pretty sick. Again, probably not gonna be our drift car. I think I'd probably rather do a drag build out of a Nova because they're sick drag cars, but this is a good set of spins, man. I am definitely not upset about what we're getting here. We haven't gotten a lot of hats or synthrizers, so it was about time. It's okay, Let's see what else we got here. Purple Cruiser. All right, you know what? I probably shouldn't have said anything about the merch, the emotes. Oh, a 911. Very cool. Again, probably not for drifting. It's rear engine, so probably gonna go with the Trans Am today, guys. All right, you know what? We're gonna do a Trans Am drift build. Let's head on into the festival here, grab this Trans Am, and get to work. Let's do it up. Wait, where's our car? Did I miss something? Does it take a little bit for it to be like put into the garage or something? So this is super strange. I don't have my Forza Edition Trans Am here in... Oh, I'm in the auto show. All right, here we go. Found the Trans Am. Now this thing's already upgraded to the top of S1, so I don't know how this is gonna go. We'll probably have to like, it looks, dude, it's got Goodyears on it. It's got like NASCAR wheels. This thing's actually pretty cool. So hopefully this will be this will actually clean up to be a really nice drift car, I think. I'm actually pretty stoked on this build. Typically you don't see me building muscle cars into drift cars, so this will be a nice little challenge. I'm actually pretty stoked on this. So we'll head right on into upgrades. Now this thing is pretty low already. Can we add drift suspension? Okay. Does that raise it? It does, it raises it. Damn. Well, I think we'll take this just for the sake of getting a little bit of steering angle on it. Or should we, actually, I kind of want to drive it stock. I know, hold on, real quick. I just want to drive it stock and see, it's probably like a drag car, right? It looks like a drag car. It looks like it's got big meaty claws on the back of it, you know? It's fast. I want to drive it stock. Oh boy, yeah, I don't know if it's designed to handle. Oh, it's kind of drifty off the gate here, okay. Oh, she kind of slides, boys. She kind of slides. Should I take it out to the highway real quick? Because you're like, no, just build the thing. Just build it. No, I will not just build it. Roads are for nerds. All right, here we go. 3rd gear pull. Let's see how this thing does. Kind of slow. Bark's bigger than the bite. I feel like my Supra might be faster. Okay. Oh, it's only got 4 speeds and it's gonna top out at 192. I don't really know what they were going for with this build. It doesn't really handle well, it's not super fast. We're gonna make this a drift car. All right, we made it back. Let's pull this thing in here. Let's make this thing into a drift car. Now, the biggest thing that I'm worried about is getting these big meaty claws off this car. I don't really know how this is gonna work. Do they have a stock tire compound for us? No, they don't. Okay, so we might, oh, drift, I guess we could go to the drift tires. I definitely would rather just like regular stock, but we'll run drift tires because I'm sure we'll be able to make plenty of power in this thing. So, all right, so we're running a 315 drift tire, which is a lot of grip. So this will probably be a high horsepower, kind of like comp style build, something that'll do drift zones maybe a little better too. So we'll try and find a nice clean wheel. So, ooh, something like this, that looks really nice. Nice and clean, but kind of muscly. I actually really like that wheel on this car, like a ton. Oh, and it's American racing too, let's go, that's a good fit. All right, let's do it. We'll run these wheels, that was a nice easy pick. They definitely need to be bigger. 20s are a little bit huge. I like the 19s. I like to see a little bit of that tire poking up over. Oh, wait, hold on, we need to throw the drift springs actually raised this car, so that's something to keep in mind. I still like the 19 though. The 19 looks great on the front. Let's do one on the back. All right, 19's all around, looking good. Definitely not gonna widen our tires. Can we swap the engine? We can't, okay. I don't know how much power we're making right now. We're definitely not gonna make this thing all-wheel drive, that's for sure. 850 horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower, but we have a really sticky and wide tire. I feel like, okay, so supercharging it or turbocharging it brings it up to 1,056. That's a lot of power. But what are you, silly? I'm still gonna send it. Let's do it, dude. Let's twin turbocharge this thing. I feel like a supercharger probably would have been the right move, but hey, you know, we gotta add a little bit of Japanese influence here with some air boost. No brakes or anything for upgrades. That's going to be it for suspension. Drivetrain, we're definitely going to want to throw a race transmission in here. We'll go with the 6-speed, and then our diff will run the drift diff as well. Now this will be weird. I don't know if the tuning. Oh, we can only tune the turbos in the engine. Okay. I don't think it needs any more power. I think we're going to leave it there and see how we do. So there's not a ton of upgrade options here, guys. I think this thing is pretty much done build-wise. Let's get driving this thing and hit it with a tune and see if we can get this thing sliding. We actually downgraded our PI. But hopefully this thing slides better. All right, guys, upgrades all done here. We're gonna give this thing a nice test slide. It's actually not bad. I feel like the gears are definitely short for the power, so we'll work on that. I mean, I'm spinning, I'm just roasting 4th gear, roasting 5th. Yeah, it'll spin 6th, like just around in a parking lot. So we'll definitely work on the gears. Oh, this isn't part of the drift line. Where am I going, dude? Just mosey back on in here. Sorry about your fence. So yeah, the gears are the biggest problem. It does feel a little bit maybe stiff in the rear. It's walking out a little easy. But that might kind of mitigate when we stop absolutely roasting our tires. So let's get our gears straight first. All right, guys, so here we are at the Volcano Run. I just finished a base tune on this car. I'm not gonna share it with you guys until the end of the video because I'm sure I'll make some changes. It actually feels like the gears are a little long right now at the moment anyway, so that's why, don't worry, there was one video where I didn't show the tune and everyone got mad at me. I understand, don't worry about it. I'll show you guys the tune at the end of the video, but I assume we'll make a couple changes here as we get used to driving the car. So my goal for today is to beat my PB in this drift zone on this Volcano Run in our Wheelspin drift build, which I think is a pretty good goal for today. It was 1,026,000 points, and that was a downhill is our personal best. So we're gonna give it a run here on the uphill, see what kind of points we get, and then how we can kind of modify the car too. So you guys will see the base tune that I did, and then you guys will see some of the changes that I made too, which will be really cool. Now I'm actually thinking we should be able to beat our PB in this car. Just because it's higher power, a little heavier, it should carry some good momentum and some good angle and rack up some good points for us today. If not, we'll just chalk it up to the fact that it's a muscle car, and we'll blame the freedoms, dude. We'll blame America for making cars too heavy or whatever. No, I think all jokes aside, this thing should be pretty good. It actually feels like it's drifting slower though than some of our other builds, and that just goes to show you guys, power numbers don't necessarily mean that a drift car is going to be faster. I mean, this car is much heavier, and I can definitely feel it compared to the Supra or the S15. It definitely has some weight to it, and it's slowing it down, even though it has the power to move. I'm actually pretty glad that we're on drift tires for this build, even though I've pretty much swapped to stock. They just weren't an option, so we're here on the drift tires once again. And I'm thinking it's actually pretty good for this build, just where it is a little heavier, and there is a little bit more wheel spin going on. I'm thinking that grip is actually really quite necessary, man. If we were on stock tires right now, I feel like this thing would just be on ice. It would be almost unusable. Oh boy, almost lost her there. That's a big car, man. You can feel the size and the weight a ton on this mountain run right now. Still gotta work on getting it a little smoother up front too. I might have to soften the roll bar just a touch, just to try and get a little bit of that steer and wiggle out of there. Or I could just get good. Learn to roll my sticks, nerd. There we go. A wall tap. I still feel those guardrails are a little too fragile. I feel like they crumble too easy. We need a guardrail update, boys, where they don't absolutely shatter if you just tap them. Dude, it feels like the diff's like not locked all the way or something, but it is. It's 100 to 100. I want more yeet. Maybe we turn up the power more. Everyone's like, no, it's already got 1,000. I guess we could crank up the boost if we needed a little bit more beans in this thing, dude. Like I said, I think I'm all set though. There's plenty of wheel spin. It's just the car's not moving, and I don't want the rear end to walk out too much. So I think this is a pretty good balance for this car. I don't know about the 1,000,000 points right now. It's looking a little grim. We've got a big long section though, higher speed. This feels really good. Oh, a little too much. Just a sign, we'll buff out. We're good, we're good. Come on, baby, use that 1,000 horsepower now. Get around this corner, there's a big long straight. Oh, not this corner, the next one. A little downshift to help her around. There we go. That was a good throw. That was a good throw. Come on, baby. We got this. Imagine we did it first run, that'd be wild. I don't think it's gonna happen uphill in this car. I mean, I guess it could. I'm like watching the score, it's getting close. It's getting close-ish. Imagine if we did it uphill. That'd be sick. First run. Try not to spin her out this time. Like I did in the R33. Dude, no way. We did it. Are you kidding me? First attempt in the Wheelspin built Trans Am, and we beat our PB. That's so dope. Not that our PB was like that high to begin with, but damn, dude. I guess she's kind of a ripper. All right, so there's Voyage. Let's actually, okay, so we're only in the top 24. It's not that good of a score. Well, I want to know what the best score in the world is. 1,500,000. That is so many points, dude. And it looks like the top 4 is using Isettas, which that's a thing. Where's the first like real car? DeLorean. There's a Mini and there's a Supra. Okay. Oh, that's an FD Supra. I don't know. The FD cars have bigger steering angle, right? I don't know. I'm way off track. Let's see if we can beat our PB again. We're only a couple 100,000 off the best in the world. We're getting there, dude. We're getting there. Probably should have a bigger lead up there down into this corner. That's okay. We'll survive. Give her a little manji. Let's see if we can get over 1 million once again here, guys. Already did our goal for the day. Or completed our goal for the day, which was to beat our original PB here in our Wheelspin drift build. Oh, it feels great downhill. This is a really fun car downhill. A little sketchy. It's got a lot of weight to it, you know? But damn, honestly, I don't know if I am gonna change anything about the tune because it did what we were asking and it's feeling pretty good. You know what? I think maybe I will soften the front anti-roll bars just a touch right now. I don't think if I pause it, we'll lose the drift zone. So I'll wait for a good spot to pause, but honestly, man, this thing is linking sections that I was struggling to link in the Supra, which is really, really nice, especially downhill. I feel like uphill it was a little bit heavy and cumbersome, but downhill this thing's a beast, dude. All right, we're gonna pause here because this is I have to straighten out and connect. I can't talk because I have to straighten out and connect anyway, and quickly lower the roll bars. I don't think changing the tune will affect my score. We'll go down a little bit here. Should be much better for us. Oh yeah, I can already feel it. I can already feel it. There we go. The front's not so twitchy. I did raise that from the stock setting on my base tune because it did feel a little bit like sticky, I guess, steering wise. And that is a good tip for you guys if you are feeling like your car's a little bit, like your steering input's not doing enough. Try stiffening that front anti-roll bar. You'll get a little bit more responsiveness out of the front. The reason why I lowered it was because on the way up, and even some of those corners on the way down, it felt like the nose was too twitchy and the drifts weren't as smooth as they could be. And so that's the trade-off, right? You get more responsiveness, but you also get more, especially if you're driving on sim, you get a lot more of that steering wheel wiggle when you have a stiffer front end like that. So you really want to find a good balance, in my opinion, between the two. And I think we just struck it, man. This thing, you guys know I can't hit this corner. I've never gotten it, but it's absolutely slaying this corner for us right now. That's the worst corner in the game for me. I don't know what it is. That's actually the first time I've ever been clean through there as we chop the track real hard on these ones, but that's okay, man. We're learning the car still. For first couple runs in this car, I'm really happy with it. Maybe we'll adjust the brakes a little bit too before I show you guys the whole tune. I think we could maybe bring the brake pressure maybe not forward, but definitely bring the brake pressure down a little bit. I was gonna say bring it forward, but I think we're good. I feel like it's too far back because it's too aggressive. I feel like if I were to lower the pressure, we'd be fine. Some more drifty boys. What's up, boys? I'm staying to the inside like they can hit me. It's not even a problem. Definitely can shift this car early too. Something I want to point out if you guys end up trying this car out or driving it yourself. Oh, baby. Dude, honestly, this thing's it's super fun downhill. I didn't expect this Wheelspin muscle car build to be quite the joy it is, man. This is super fun. Let's go. It's definitely linking things smoother than some of my other builds. And I think the power and weight have a lot to do with that. Here we go, guys. Beat it again. Let's go. I don't think that beat our uphill run. So wow, our uphill run was actually better. 1,050,000. Really not bad. I'm gonna quickly take you guys through the tune though real quick before I get out of here. So here's our tire pressure, guys, 32 and 24.5. Here's the gearing. You guys can copy that down exactly as you see it. Doesn't look super weird this time around. For our alignment, guys, we got -5 and -2.5 for our camber values. Our toe is 5 and 0.8. Max caster as always. Our anti-rolls are gonna be 19 and 2. Springs are gonna be 880.2 and 666.7, slammed out all the way. For damping, we got 13.1 and 10.4, 8.2 and 6.5 for our stiffness. For rebound stiffness, we got 13.1 and 10.4. For bump stiffness, we got 8.2 and 6.5. Aero was never unlocked, no options for that. For brake, we got 30 and 40 for our values, and our differential is locked all the way, 100, 100. So I think that is gonna do it for today's Wheelspin build, guys. Today was super fun. Honestly, I did not expect this car to be as enjoyable as it is, but honestly, it absolutely rips. We were able to beat our PB, which is a huge accomplishment, I think, for a first-time Wheelspin build, and so I'm pretty happy with how this car turned out. As always, guys, if you made it this far, I genuinely appreciate it. If you did enjoy the video or found it useful at all, feel free to leave a like down below, subscribe for more just like it, and hey, make sure you guys are following on Twitch, and make sure you're a part of the Discord. Links to both are down below, so make sure you guys check those out. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.